here we are inside this castle here and that. I brought a bottle of cider, and now we've wandered in here, and we're not even members. Yeah, so members. So before we get kicked out,
that's a good picture. Look at the fucking deck there. Coming up, Jesus, you know,
and that is deep, man.
There was nobody coming down and up that. They're fucking coming and robbing.
Yeah. Yeah, you go and jump around there.
Is this an old English game here?
Yeah, these would have been all the places in here, look. These would have been places in here. All the little rooms in there, look.
Yeah, little toilets.
Yeah. Was that the shitter? Was that the shitter? Go take a shit down there, Pete. Yeah, we're in here at the moment. Yeah. But it's all free. God is love. Love is God, you know. I think they think we've gone home with a bottle of swagger on the beach. But no, we just wandered in here. We didn't know this was a bit that you had to pay, so. All this flint and mortar though. I mean, you know, where did they get lime from? Yeah, seashell and all that? Break it all down. It's quite interesting how this was made.
Probably more fun than that than you think.
Yeah. Imagine a cannonball hitting this flint, Pete, right? Flint, sparks, cannonball, wooden buildings in here, right?
Yeah.
That's how the fires start, eh? You know?
You need to be fucking mountains and that, like. Wait, what's that there? Is that part of the toilet or something?
I don't know, I just pissed on it anyway, mate. Just pissed on it. Don't know.
Well, it must be some kind of a pillar went up
Yeah.
in the corner of
Well, there's slates on there, look, so this could have been an oven place.
Right.
It's slated for some reason, and this would have been a living room. You know, this would have been somewhere where they lived.
This was only the first year, I think there was.
Yeah. Oh, I think we've got just one more up there where the keep would have been. But
The keep being the prison.
yeah. Well, no, the keep would have been the place where you hide. That would have been the one what was most protected and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would have got into here, they would have broken through these walls, and this would have been the keep here.
This should really hit the fan.
Yeah.
This is where they went.
Yeah. I don't know what's over that wall. I don't think the dog should be on it.
Oh, they're alright.
There's probably a fucking great drop behind that, isn't there?
Oh, if you want it. Some of the places I put them to.
Two places. The castle's back entrance. Oh no, we're in the arsehole of the castle, the back entrance.
Into the castle. Who's not going to climb up?
Let's have a look. Oh, it's all right. We've got a fence there. Hey! Come on, over. Lucky that fence is there, Pete. Otherwise, they'd have been right down in that front bit, didn't they? Yeah. We're on an explorer's holiday. It's very good. We're exploring and everything. Would it have been worth the extra money to come and see this? Who knows?
The Great Tower with the demolished. And what they might have done out there was some kind of awesome. There, 12 cents, you can. Decent dressing with 20 dollars a container.
I don't see any rooms above my head here. All I see is a fucking blue sky. What's round here? What's this? Oh, look. Here we go. You got the view here, look.
Look at this here, we're not seeing the bloody.
There you go. And that's where the old Salisbury Cathedral. What was this place? Not Salisbury. Yeah, it was Salisbury Cathedral.
Yeah, I've got a card for each of us.
Yeah.
By the way, look.
This would have been where.
There's the see the cross.
Yeah.
That's it there.
That's it. That's Salisbury.
That's the same one there,
Salisbury Cathedral. The first Salisbury Cathedral that was here is over there at the moment. That is where the first Salisbury Cathedral is.
Right.
And from that, what I showed you, that spire, right over the other side, that is the third Salisbury Cathedral.
We walked past the first one.
Yeah.
And this is the second one.
Yeah, no, this was the first one.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
The second one was in the mountains here.
Yeah. And then the third one is over there now.
Right.
Look. No fear of them dogs on the wall, man.
No, look.
Dee, I'm lucky Dee can't see over there. She'd have just gone down. But look at the view down there. Look at that.
He doesn't see that. There's a big jump, you see. That's not
Yeah. They don't know, do they?
There's the entrance there. You can see there was a drawbridge there.
Yeah. This is the back entrance to it. And what else we got through this little gate? Let's have a good little look round here. This is a bit of a... Oh. Your guest bedrooms. Look at all that. Yeah, I like going exploring with Buddy Pete and that. You see the nicest places. And over there, there's more bits of the... What was over there?
There was three stories or four above us. Like.
Yeah, that was that big tower to keep.
They're calling us the basement, like.
Yeah, and can you see them in there? They got all the wine caskets and everything else in there.
2-room storage basement where the new courtyard palace was built.
But yeah,
part of the great term may have been used as a prison, since it was the most secure place in the castle.
History Channel.
There's a Norman. There's something I've learned here. The Norman word Donjon, meaning
Lordly House,
turned into dungeon.
Dungeon. Yeah.
That's where dungeon came out of.
You see, this is my guide. His name's Pete, right? And he can take me around all these monuments, and he knows everything. He can read these things to me because I can't read very well, and I'm getting educated by the man. God bless him.
Right, guys.
All right, guys. Yeah. Found a friend for life here in Pete. Yep. Wealth of information.
Well,
yeah.
But talk about button badges.
Yeah, button badges.
I had a button badge one time, right? As I said, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance,
baffled it with bullshit. Man after me own art. Man after me own art. Yeah, we love it. Yeah. Let's go and have a look at the other rooms in there, the guest rooms. We're now going up to look at the guest rooms in here. Yeah. Oh, dude, he's running along like a little fat barrel afterwards. Whoa. See, that's the keep, that bit there. This is where the 3 or 4 rooms come above.
Oh, that's true. Is that where we came in, or is that the back way?
Yeah, no, that's where we come in. Is that the back way?
I think it's the back way.
But this building here, look, would have been the keep, and this building's to the side would have been these buildings here that we're looking at. You know? And the keep would have been that bit in the middle.
When the courtyard palace came into use, the great tower stopped being the main living accommodation for the king. Nevertheless, it still remained one of the largest buildings in the castle, a massive symbol of power and authority. It's also the most easily defended building. If all else fails, it would be from the great tower that the defenders would negotiate their final surrender. From the level of the courtyard palace, a wide flight of steps rose to the door. Best security, the top of the steps landed a smaller tower.
Yeah, and that's what they used to call the keep. But look at the view round here, man. This is easy defended. And there's some other buildings that we look, some on board. Yeah, go on. Have another 20 size and a couple of Joes. That's tall, isn't it?
That's where to get the volunteers in to do a whole lot of groundwork, you know.
Yeah, they said they had robots to do the lawn mowing down here.
Guys with machines.
Yeah, I would not want to go down there with a push mower, would you? Do you want to go down there with a push mower? No. Look at that.
You know, remote control.
Yeah, that'd be terrible, mate. There's another couple of these placards here. This is going to ruin your shoes, mate, at the bottom, and your sandals.
Basically, there's one stood outer belly of the royal castle. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
The residence may have been used by Roger, he was Bishop of Salisbury, as well as being the King's Chancellor. The winner came in the cathedral in the castle. The cathedral was first built here in
1075 to 1095.
5 days after the consecration was damaged and the storm had to be repaired. It was rebuilt at a much larger scale in about 1220. Beside it was Cloister's Garden, and beyond the garden lay the official residence of the first bishops of Salisbury. Both cathedrals, only the foundations are seen today.
I'll tell you what.
1250 and now only stood for 100 years.
Yeah. Too cold up there, isn't it? It's too cold, too windy. weather conditions. And
You
it-
finish your tour. Over the bridge and follow the edge of the castle that's around you. You can visit the cathedral when you finish your tour. Over the Dutch I'll go over.
Yeah,
see
we've
it.
got to go over there.
Oh, yeah.
What's in it? Why they got that cage stuff? Why is there a big hole over there? What's in that big hole? What's in that big hole?
We have to
And don't be telling me when we look in this big hole, Pete, that reminds you of your ex-girlfriend. Please don't tell me that. There's something going down here. Oh. Oh.
But it doesn't matter which way we go, we have to go.
Yeah, we're going to have to lean right over here.
Oh, there's a reading thing here.
Oh. More grates.
See down to the bottom?
Hello! Hello!
Oh,
Look at that. Can you see to the bottom of that?
yeah.
That's quite deep. I don't know why they throw people down here or whether they do or not. What do they reckon that's for? Is that the dumb boy, the service waiter? Eh? It might have been. It's quite deep.
The Royal Palace were provided with several sets of toilets, most of them built on this side of the King's private suite. Toilets were not flushed by water. Instead, the waste fell into deep pits filled with straw and bark chippings. King was unresident, someone would have to be lowered into the pits to dig out the contents.
Well, there you go, folks.
That's what
We
they
just looked deep into the shithole that kings have shit into.
In the 13th century, King Henry III, who liked his rooms well decorated, no toilet paper, instead strips of torn up cloth were used.
Yeah, it says King Henry III. It's a turd, and it's where he had his shithole and cloths were used. King Henry III. That's fucking history for you, man. King Henry III. Yeah. Fucking hell, man. But look at the view from round here. Look, just look at it.
Yeah.
Look, there's an airport over there sitting outside.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah,
Two of them,
yeah, yeah. I don't know if you notice up there, but we're giants of men up there. There's a tiny little people. Look at them. Tiny little